All of the pieces are in place now to allow our HomeFragment to navigate to the Details fragment. We have to be able to respond to click events on list items and call the ScreenNavigator with the relevant data. Add the navigation project dependency in the Home module's build.gradle file. We're going to start off with repo item, which is the model that our list uses because we need the owner name property. This is required to create a details screen. In the Home repo adapter, we'll require a new constructor dependency that is a function callback for when a repo is selected. We'll pass this down to the view holder, and after keeping a reference to the repo item that's passed in the bind function, we add an onClick listener and call this repo selected function when the view is clicked. In our view model, we'll add ScreenNavigator as an injected dependency to the constructor. Where we're translating the API models to the list models, we can now pass that owner name from the API model. We also need a new function to trigger navigation. This will take the two strings we need and call GoToScreen with a new detail screen instance on the ScreenNavigator. In the Home fragment, we just need a small change when creating the adapter. We can pass a method reference since the view model function signature matches with the onRepo selected callback signature. The Home component needs to depend on navigation depths, so we add that to the dependencies value in the component annotation. We add this also to the create function in the component factory. Remember, we have our extension function to get this from an activity reference, so we'll use require activity and call that function. Let's quickly add a test to cover our new view model functionality. Going back to fake ScreenNavigator in our test framework module, we'll keep track of screens received in the GoToScreen function calls. Now in the Home view model test, we create a new fake ScreenNavigator and pass that to our view model. We also need to make the API to list item translation change here in our existing test. And the new test will test that repo selected calls GoToScreen on our ScreenNavigator. We call the function on our view model, we build our expected details screen, and then we can verify that the screens from our fake ScreenNavigator match what we expect. Now we're ready to run the app and see navigation in action. If we click on an item, we go to the details screen. We have a scrollable list of contributors. Configuration changes are handled. Now let's try to simulate process death. If we go to a details screen and click Home on the emulator, and in Android Studio, click the Terminate Application button in the Logcat window. Back in our emulator, we'll open the app from the multitask menu, and we are reloading the detail screen, but we ended up exactly where we left off, including preserved scroll position. If we click back, the home screen has to reload the top repos, but everything works.